shout out to everybody. I want to talk to y'all real quick. You know what I mean? GTX, they did some battles. I'm going to get to the CALICOE and FONZ situation. I will say this. I seen Aktive versus Truth Theory. I think they messing his name up or something. I felt like you got 30, bro. You know, I felt like you got 30. No disrespect to you. I really felt like you got 30, bro. You know what I mean? I felt like Aktive was a little bit too much experience. He had too much performance, and his material was way better than yours. You got to really take it serious when you're going on a big stage. A lot of these battlers are going to try to seize the moment, and I felt like he did that with you. Every little thing he was doing, calling you a B word and, you know, all that, or saying you ain't crib, you ain't really, you know, all that. I think it played into like the whole aura of like Aktive, you know, and he had his people like heckling you and all that. I don't think you're supposed to be doing that, you know what I'm saying? But he did what he had to do to win the battle, and at the end of the day, you ended up messing up in the second, and then you ended up like choking in the third. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you. Go back to the drawing board. When you see battlers like Hitman, CALICOE, Sue Surf, Tay-Rod, Easy to Block Captain, the list goes on, they make it look easy. Like, you don't think people are in the background talking and all that. That's why you see Easy to Block, not easy, but like, you know, you might see CALICOE or somebody tell them to shut up, or GEECHI GOTTI when he was battling Lux. You know, they make it look easy. When he walked up to the dude and was like, yo, if you don't shut up, I'll beat your mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it adds to the battle. You know what I mean? I ain't saying you got to be doing stuff like that, but if they trying to disrespect you like that, bro, like, you might have to. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, but I felt like you got 30. You know what I mean? Then I seen B Magic versus Passwords. I will say, Pass, you did. I'm not a Passwords fan at all. He did really good. Like his Salem scheme versus B Magic, I think it was in the second. I rewinded it a few times on the VOD. Very, very fire. Shout out to you. B Magic did really good. I think his first and third round. Some people are going to debate the first. The third round, you can debate it, but I felt like Passwords may have won every round, like when I really look at it. You know what I'm saying? So, but B Magic was super fire. If you are a B Magic fan, you will love that performance that he gave you. You won't really like the second, the first, and the third, you will like. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to B Magic. Some people could say it's a toss-up. I think Pass won every round. You know what I mean? And then you got... who was it? A-Ward versus Clean Paper. Shout out to Clean, shout out to A-Ward. I do want to say this. Clean has always been one of my favorite battle rappers. Period. You know what I mean? Even though he's been through like his down spells or whatever, you know what I mean? We all get on to him when we got to, but he's always been my favorite because of situations like this. And his first, he was crazy fire. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like the GEECHI GOTTI like type of performance, but he was able to do what I thought really couldn't be done with A-Ward, right? So in the first round, he's making like he's comparing and contrast. He's talking about, yo, like, you know, in your hood, you at the park licking ice cream off the same cone with your dog. In my hood, you know, we at the park catching licks with the dogs, bumping ice cream, man. Like the way he did it, you know what I mean? Like, I thought was fire. You know, the compare and contrast and all that, I thought was really dope. And his timing, his comedic timing is fire. Shout out to Clean Paper, you know. But I felt like throughout the battle, like, even though he had, like, those points, like, in the battle, was really dope, I think A-Ward just basically cleaned him up. He got the second and the third, like, clearly, to me. And then the first round, you can debate, but you might end up edging Clean. You might end up edging A-Ward in the first. I think the thing about A-Ward, I do want to say, he is a very dangerous battle rap. I don't care who you got to take him serious. You know what I mean? Don't let that Rosenberg Raw battle like make y'all think he's not dangerous. He is, bro. Like what he did was he was able to take everything that Clean did and he flipped it on him. You know what I mean? And I thought that was fire for him to be able to do that, you know, and like he started off the round with a rebuttal, and then he pretty much acted like Clean, and he was basically trying to tie everything up like, yo, I've been known for clean performances my whole career, you know what I mean? Like, I thought that was dope, you know, so shout out to A-Ward. I think A-Ward won probably every round, you know what I mean? You could debate the first between him and Clean. I heard that you had like some material written on your hand or something like that. You know what I mean? Danny Myers put out a tweet about that. I responded to it like days ago. You know what I mean? So if that's the case, you know, you're not supposed to be doing that. You know what I mean? But just give yourself enough time to prepare. You know what I mean? Like, stay off social media, all that. You know what I mean? I know you got a real life and all that, but you going up against A-Ward, like, he's going to say he beat you for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Never regret a battle, you know, but shout out to Clean Paper. Now, I do want to say this. I seen Geechie Gotti versus Disaster. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet with this one. I think Geechie Gotti got it 30. I think Disaster had a really good angle in the second round when he was talking about the group that they created, and he's basically like, yo, like, you know, I took it nationwide while you were, you know, local. I was here doing all this, and, you know, the whole time you were hating on my Euro step. I thought that was dope. I thought Disaster did okay, you know what I mean, for Disaster fans. Me personally, I don't like then I went down the street, and the street I went down, and I turned left, and then I don't like all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Disaster is trash. I'm just saying, like, that's not my style. You know what I mean? But I can understand why that would be more of a universal style. You know what I mean? People like him, like, universally. Shout out to Geechie Gotti. I felt like this is one of your best performances this year, you know, and I felt like you won, like, every round. You can debate the first, but I think you won every round, bro. If you can do this, like, continuing on, ain't nobody gonna say nothing, bro. You know what I mean? We just don't want you to get up there, have, you know, shortchanging the fans. I think you did really well in this battle. I do want to put that out there. So if y'all doubting Geechie Gotti, he's dope. You know what I mean? So he been dope, but he took this one extremely serious. You know, especially with Disaster having an unlimited round. Geechie Gotti had a third round that was, you know, time intensive. You know what I mean? Like, but it wasn't as long pause. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as you know what I'm saying, the same length of time as Disaster. You know what I mean? And he was able to deflate Disaster's round. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think Disaster's fans are going to argue the first and the third. I think they might even argue the second, kind of. You know what I mean? But I think Geechie Gotti cleared up every round. That's just me, my personal opinion. Shout out to Geechie. Now, I do want to talk about this, right? I seen the battle between FONZ and CALICOE. I want to preface this by saying I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? So I'm prefacing that by saying that. I feel like with this battle, CALICOE demonstrated some things, right? And, you know, I'm going to get to the FONZ part. I think CALICOE demonstrated just how layered of a battler he is. I did not think you was going to take this battle serious, bro. I didn't, because you in Cleveland, this is not like a big Premier League. You know what I mean? I don't even know who runs this league. You know what I mean? I don't think they ever reached out to me. Maybe they did. If they did, my bad. I got like thousands of people messaging. But I didn't think you was going to take it serious. You took it very serious. And just like the way he raps, the mixture of the history, the bars, you know what I mean? Like the street talk, the real talk, the authentic flow pattern. Like this is what makes CALICOE CALICOE. You know what I mean? And listen to what he was saying. Like this FONZ, Zarelli, like listen to this.
Hold on. Who the fuck told y'all can approve of it? Don't make me lose respect. You remember my nigga Juicilla? He told niggas to get down with the movement that's moving and you ain't moving yet. To be honest, you owe your life to the guys, because it's a proven fact that your street status ain't never even been tested. Now, it's a jewel in that. I don't just be rapping a rap. That's why I'm slept on. Like, I just told him some real Midwest shit, but if he don't know his history, he wouldn't catch on. Like my resume. That bitch a few miles long. They get a stretch on. They been scouring the globe looking for niggas for me to step on. I travel state to state, plate to plate. It never failed. I travel state to state, plate to plate. It never scared us. A nigga really got the shooting when I battle Young Ill. But the lifestyle we come from already prepared us. That's back when shit was real. When it was no happy days. Where a nigga can actually die just from trying to rap clearer. I just don't think FONZ or really survive in that era. Hey.
So I'm watching that and I'm like, yo, is CALICOE got even more? And then listen to this.
Hey, hold on. The same night, Smack noticed I was the real one. When we jumped in the rides, drove to the other side, just to make sure Big T and Holla still caught the fair one. I done did way too much in this shit to see a disconnect. So every time I hear the new Midwest, I take it as disrespect. Grip the tech. Now that's some shit that you would say. I be rapping circles around these niggas, but only got one lap to do today. He gon' need suicides, bear crawls, bitch presses in the newest J's, cause if the penmanship came in condition, then I'm doing 2 a days. I'm from Detroit. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, me personally, I'm a fan of CALICOE. You know what I mean? I think he did really well. FONZ went. And I say this, you know, with FONZ, he didn't disappoint. The punchlines were there. He started off immediately with the punchline.
This is not Detroit. This the wrong place to be getting wild aggressive. Cause I'll put a bitch down in seconds. Yep. Yeah, head tap, cool. But a stomach shot, wild effective. So if I grab this and bow, all they gonna see is cow intestines.
I did feel like watching the battle, some of the things were overhyped, but that's going to happen. That's a given. You in Cleveland, Ohio, you know what I'm saying? You going up against CALICOE. I'm excited to see you, you know what I'm saying, in Cleveland. I was watching it go crazy too, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like on the screen or whatever, but that's going to happen. I'm sure CALICOE knew he was going to deal with that going into the battle, but FONZ was actually really good in the battle. And considering y'all battling after midnight, you know, I think it's pretty dope for you guys to give us that kind of performance. Y'all could have played around. This is a one-rounder, you know what I mean? But y'all took it serious. So shout out to FONZ. If I had to really judge the battle, if I'm going off of who really won the battle, you know what I mean? If this is a tournament or something, I'm going with CALICOE. I think CALICOE did enough for me as a, you know what I mean? I like the nostalgic type thing. I mean, maybe somebody can make the argument for FONZ. I'm not saying he was bad. You can. You know, especially if you're a FONZ fan, you can make the argument for him. But I just felt like CALICOE was just too layered. You know what I mean? And he's one of, like, people like this, you got to preserve in battle rap, bro. I'm just being real. You got to think, like, CALICOE has one of the best win-loss ratios in battle rap, period. You can't really say many people have a win-loss ratio like that that's that high of win counts. You know what I'm saying? Beat Hitman Holla twice. Like, he beat Surf. He beat, you know, I'm going to start beating him the second time. But, you know, all the battles that he's won, like, against great competition, like, he's cemented, bro. A person like that, you've got to, like, protect. Like, if he wants to go up against an easy-to-block captain or something like that, man, give him easy, bro. You know what I mean? Like, just give him what he wants at this point. And I get it. A lot of it is, like, money, you know, and they trying to make other, like, battles fit on the card. Allegedly, I don't know. You know, but, like, people like that, man, give them what they want, bro. If he trying to break the bank, it's different. You know what I'm saying? But give him what he want. I think he's showing and demonstrating, and yes, this is not on the URL, whatever, but he's showing and demonstrating to the fans. He's just, he's an enigma in battle rap. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I rock with the Wizard. I rock with CALICOE. I think he won the battle. That's just me, my personal opinion. But FONZ did really, really well. This is not really a loss. You have a debatable to some people. I see people saying it's debatable. A lot of people gonna say it's debatable. You know what I'm saying? But I got Cal winning. You know what I mean? It just depends on what you're looking for. If you like the punchlines, that's what you're gonna probably go for. If you like the real talk mixed with the, you know, the street talk and that flow pattern and the history and all, you're gonna go with CALICOE. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? This is not a loss. You went up against the best of the best and you came out not getting bodied. You know what I mean? So shout out to you. I rock with FONZ. I think he's a great talent. I would love to see him versus Rum Nitty and people like that in the future. I'm upset that it's not on like the cards that we just saw that's revealed. Maybe they'll end up doing something like that later. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But I'm curious, where is Double Impact? I don't like the 2-on-2s, but you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, Battle has been talking. Is that still going to happen? Is it not going to happen? I'm curious. But URL, they got some cards. They got the Down to the Wire. I think it's going to be like a fire card. They got the Return of Young X. You know what I'm saying? They got some returns. The Return of Mac Mill, shout out to him. And then you got like Battle of the Bayou. You know what I mean? I think you're going to have, I think Shotgun Suge versus Stumbles is on one of them. That's the one I want to see. I don't care what card is what I'm going to see. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what's going to happen with that battle, but I think Shotgun Suge is battling on both of the cards. You know what I mean? So I'm a little worried about that, but I rock with you, Suge. I'm kind of worried. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie about it. You know what I mean? But shout out to you. Shout out to what URL is doing. They constantly giving y'all card after card. Shout out to Cleveland, what they doing. They giving FONZ great competition, and he's getting those YouTube drops. These are important. I think in the first day he got like 80-something. Him and Cal got like 80-something thousand views. People gonna watch that. I seen like the girl that was involved with BMF. You know what I mean? Like she like posted like she was like watching the battle. You know what I mean? So I think that's dope. You know what I mean? But shout out to Kyle, shout out to FONZ, shout out to everybody but I'm out. Come rate, subscribe. Goods. I got stuff to do. I got to get money too. I can't be sitting here all day. I'm just joking, but Goods, I do want to say this. I put that blog out. I know you may not have been talking about me directly, but I feel like when y'all just put every blogger like into a category, it's something that I got, you know what I mean? Like just me, I gotta say. A lot of y'all, like y'all defend each other and y'all rock with each other, battlers and all that. I feel like media, you know, even though we don't all get along and all that, if you talking about one of us and you generalizing like that, you talking about all of us, bro. You see, this is what it is. You know what I mean? But I rock with you. Just get back to the drawing board, man. Like, just make it to where we ain't got nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, win these battles. You know what I mean? But I'm out. Come rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.